I must have.
There it is. Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay.
Okay. Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Lovely to see everyone.
So are there more people coming back?
Yep. We've got a total of, let's see. It's interesting.
So because people may have dropped off or
Yeah,
whatever.
there's still a lot they're probably just still talking in their rooms.
Okay. Right. Because they get a minute thing and then they
They
go.
do. Get a
Now
minute.
they're coming back. All right.
Okay.
So as you all are coming back, I just want to say,
Thank you.
Carrie and I just had this huge revelation that we're
Okay.
really excited about, and we'll probably do something about and sharing more about in the future. But just sort of briefly, this is the first Libra meta goddess on the world stage in 155 years, and she's meeting with Mars in the underworld, and that can only happen every 32 years. So now we want to research and figure out how long has it been since Libra has been on the world stage with going into the underworld with Mars. So just a big thought there.
Yeah. Yeah, just really feeling into how big it is that we are doing this work between the feminine and the masculine right now.
Yeah.
Do we want to give people like another 5, if anybody has something really that came through that they want to share with the larger group, to do that? We've got 5 minutes.
Yeah. I think we wanted to do that.
Awesome.
So if anybody's excited and wants to share, you can raise your hand or start talking if you're
Start
unmuted.
talking, yeah. And you can unmute yourself with *6.
If you're on the phone.
If you're, yeah. Oh, yeah, or you can just do it visibly.
Yeah.
Well, hi, I'm Sharon, so I'll dive in. Thanks, that was really fun. And yeah, we learned a lot from each other. And I just wanted to say I enjoyed it. What I've been noticing, or our last question was, all of us have Pluto and other, like the meat grinder transits this summer.
I like how you put that.
And yeah, so I appreciated the part about getting strong before and like saying hello to your allies. And I really have been more connected with many different levels of ancestors through this Libra journey. So yeah, we were just beginning to share like, okay, what allies are we going to use for this underworld journey? So I'd love to hear other suggestions.
Awesome. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mute everyone and then unmute Kaylin, and then what that means is, because there's some extra noise coming through, it means you either do *6 or unmute yourself if you want to speak. So I'm going to just do that really quick.
And so I just want to say that I think, I'm muted.
Okay,
Now
you're unmuted. Okay.
Okay, that would be a great conversation on the Facebook page about the allies that people are going to be working with, and also who's showing up, because I've had recently Roadrunner, Coyote, Gila Monster, Hawks, like crazy ravens coming in the last couple of weeks.
Yes, so, river otter down the street. Snapping turtle. Maybe we should, can we just like call out a few because it's so fun? It's like show and tell or something.
Right, or if people want to just type it into the chat, they could do that too.
Seriously, okay, you got your dark goddess. I want to like call them out in the circle.
No, I'm not saying no. I'm just saying if somebody doesn't want to talk, they could type it into the chat.
Okay.
Well, I've been seeing lots of creatures of the air or birds, and I live in the country, so I see them anyway, but the little red finches nested under the eaves of the porch, so I've been having coffee with them every morning. And they trust me enough, so it's cool to see their eggs hatch, and yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Sharon. That's awesome. Anybody else?
I saw 2 vultures this morning when I was out running. And last week when I was in the Black Hills, I saw a beaver.
The beaver? Oh, cool. Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And we've got people chatting in. Deborah is saying osprey, Kent is saying roadrunner, Rebecca is saying 3 bats dancing. Faye is saying painted turtles, red-winged blackbirds, and great blue herons. Manisha is saying stellar jays, dragonflies, and chipmunks. And Rebecca also red-tailed hawks.
Wow. That is so
I saw a pair of eagles. Of course, I live in the land of eagles, so it's not uncommon to see them. They nest around here, but it was at a very auspicious time, sitting in the tree facing each other. And then right after that, a pair of sandhill cranes. And both of those are really powerful symbols. I just, went through some powerful transformational thing, specifically in relational stuff. So I thought,
Beautiful.
wow.
I love the sandhill cranes. And Estella is saying worms. How in the world is that?
Are the worms.
I've been seeing birds too. The nene geese, I saw like 10, starting with last weekend, 2, and then another 3, and then so altogether 10. And then my birthday this year, June 1st, was the root chakra gate, and I went up to the crater, Kilauea, Haleakala, with some girlfriends, and we saw a a pheasant, a little tiny pheasant with a red head that came. It like prepared itself. We were watching it, and then it came running down the path right in front of us, and like took flight and disappeared into the crater. Like it was, I mean, it started off as funny because it just had these little tiny legs and it looked really cool, and nobody expected it to put its wings out. And my friend said, do they actually fly? Can they fly? And my friend's daughter said, well, not really. I mean, they're kind of like chickens. They can't. And she took off and just disappeared into the massive Haleakala crater. And we didn't know if she survived or anything, but it was, initially I got this sense of like, yay, I can fly. And then it was like, oh shit, can I really? Or, she disappeared. And as you were sharing earlier, I was reminded of that, like again, and just that the trust the process thing. It's like, okay, you can prepare and get your allies, and then you just like go for it, and then who knows, but you just have to trust the process. That's what came up for me. But a lot of birds.
Love that, Aloha.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thanks a
The
lot.
air, right? The air,
Yeah.
the Libra.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So, and we've got Pam Blue saying woodpecker, crow, and blue jay. Estella saying black fury ones and green that ate my flowers.
Oh, a worm. Somebody asked what kind of worm.
Right.
And then it says
Emma saying javelinas, frogs, bunnies, lizards, and I forgot to say javelinas because I've been seeing them too. Estella, is it colibri?
Colibri, hummingbird.
And
Oh,
monarch
see.
caterpillars on
I
the
have a
milkweed.
million hummingbirds.
And pelicans.
Hummingbirds all over, yes. Lots of hummingbirds.
Awesome.
Monarchs, yes.
And pelicans too.
lots and lots of dragonflies. My whole
Yes.
space is filled with dragonflies. It just turns it magical, and I'm so happy because I got rid of a lot of the damn mosquitoes too. So
Wow.
That's always a good thing. Right. Wow, that's so cool.
I love common silverback dragonflies from Rebecca. Wow.
For
So-
the swallowtail I saw today.
Swallowtail. Wow.
A beaver swallowtail. Uh-huh.
Awesome. Oh, they're so beautiful. I've been seeing a lot of those. Mm. So, what a fun way to end our circle. Anybody else have anything else they want to share that's related to anything else that feels really like you've got it and you want to share it before we complete?
Manisha's saying she likes the Zoom format. Yeah, we do too. There's reasons why we do it the other way, but but we thought we'd give it a shot to do it this way again. So we might do more of it in the future.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say how again grateful I am for this group and for both of you, and I find you to be incredibly great mentors in my life right now, and I'm really grateful. And you know, I do have a lot of fear, and this particular gate is a big one, and especially given the things that are happening astrologically right at this time. But I think that if I didn't have this group or this format or this place to come, I literally sometimes when I'm out walking feel you guys. You know, I mean, I just get a sense of this group, and it really helps me. So as we go into this time, because I think there is some fear, the death of something that we've, you know, there's this thought of like the last thing we'll give up is our unnecessary suffering. And it is so unnecessary, you know, half the shit that we're dragging around with us. At least that's, you know, and to just have some levity, some lightness, and some look at it with some humor, I think will help me get through it, because it feels heavy at times. But I just wanted to say thank you again. And I don't want it to end. You know, there's a part of me that just doesn't want this to end, but yet it has to for whatever's next, you know? Anyhow, that's all I have to say.
I just want to say that this, you know, this circle's very much alive through the whole underworld journey.
Yeah.
You know, so we'll do a course, we'll do a class. It'll be open to others, and the Facebook group will be open. We're all holding the space together. We're not just dropping everybody off in the underworld.
Into the underworld, too bad for you.
Good.
Right. Also, we will have the evening star ascent. That's a very different energy. So if you're, you know, that'll start in September. So we'll be back.
So I'd like to say one thing too. I started this journey with the two of you, Tandy and Kaylin, 5 years ago with the Capricorn Venus cycle, because my Venus is in Capricorn. But I was also at that time starting the Pluto transits across Venus and then Saturn and then Mars, and now on my descendant. So I've been in the underworld for the whole time. And it has been hell at times, and a lot of the encounters that are like, WTF, how did I end up here? What happened? What did I do? What, you know.
Right.
So in a lot of ways, and I haven't been able to, I felt like the relational, this Libra one in some ways was the most important, because that's where the greatest challenge is, you know, for me. And almost didn't go with it, but I'm so glad that I'm here. I haven't been able to be on the calls because that would so often be a conflict. So sometimes I really, in the last few months, have felt distant. But I am so happy I showed up tonight. And that this was really good. I'm really grateful. It's been a hard few months, and I'm looking forward to this underworld, and I'm ready to have a lot of things, you know, transform. And I'm prepared enough maybe by this previous 5 years that I'm also not going to hold out huge expectations that I'm suddenly going to meet the love of my life at the end of this, because I got it all figured out. But I'm going to hold that out as a possibility.
Yes, we will hold that possibility with you, Jeffrey.
Oh, thank you. It's powerful. It's so powerful when there is you know, the mutual intentions, I feel it too. It changed my sweat lodge altar when I joined this 5 years ago. It has gone through this Venus cycle and all the sharings with my community, the things that I've learned. So if I didn't say it, I'm saying it again. Deepest gratitude. My heart is just filled. I'm so happy to know you and to be part of all this group, all these amazing hearts and minds, beings that show up. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Jeffrey, and I just also want to acknowledge Kent, because you and Kent are the two men in the group, and we need the men. and to be able to, you know, I mean, it is about how we're doing relationship, right? So with each other, amongst ourselves, and with the masculine and the feminine and all of that. So it's really good to have the representatives of the masculine here to be a part of this. So thank you for showing up and being brave enough to engage with us. And Jeffrey, it's been great to have you the last 5 years as part of this.
Yes, you've held space in such a beautiful way, and we're holding space with you in this underworld. You know, we're doing it together. You've taught us so much.
Mm-hmm.
And Kent, so glad you're here.
Thank you. I really appreciate Kaylin and you just extending the welcome, and I'm looking forward to I didn't join at the beginning, so I really want to review those classes that I missed, and I've just seen how much I missed being with you all. I mean, I feel this is such an incredible, warm group, and you know, talking astrology with other people is just a huge, wonderful thing. I keep stopping myself. Oh yeah, they know astrology. I can say that rather than, oh, people are rolling their eyes. Kent's talking astrology.
We love to talk astrology. It's really funny. My husband is in a running group, and when they get together, all they talk about is running. And I'm kind of like, okay, I don't run. I walk, I hike, I do whatever, but I'm not a runner. So I can't usually add anything to their conversations. But so I get that. It's fun. So, yeah.
So should I read these little notes? Okay.
Sure.
All right. I like the Zoom format. That's Manisha. Me too. That's Deborah. And Pam Blue says, I agree with Faye. You are both special guides in a precious and deep journey. Thank you. Double thank you. Estela, the eclipse in Alhina right on my ascendant. Yes, I hear you. That's beautiful. On your ascendant, on my IC, and I'm sure other people have it too. Kent, wish we could talk to each other more. Love to Tammy and Kaylin. And Lace, so much gratitude to Kaylin and Tammy and all of you on this courageous journey. And from Emma, I love all of you. Welcome to my family.
Emma's been with us from the very beginning, and Lace also from the very beginning as well. So
Yes.
cool.
Elizabeth, if you're still on, I sent you a little private note. I want you to contact me, so I sent you my email address.
She's doing a thumbs up, Emma.
Right?
So, well. Yeah.
I got it, Emma. Thank you.
You're welcome.
NTM.
By the way, the three of us all basically had the same question or the same quandary or the same situation. We just had different ways of expressing it.
Wow. Wow.
And it was wonderful. I really liked the breakout. Yeah.
They're so fun. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we may be doing more of this in the future.
Yeah.
I actually have a quick question.
Yes.
Are you going to ever be doing retreats? That's one question. And then this is just a question that has to do with, if I can find it, where is, on June 9th in 2020, no, I may not be able to do this. There was a question I had, the Gemini, when Venus is with the Gemini twins, what is the date of that? Do you know?
Okay, so when Venus is with the Gemini twins now?
Yes.
2020. Now, okay, so it will go by the time, so when it reaches 0 Cancer, I forget the exact date, July 3rd.
Yeah.
And within a few days, it'll be definitely in the constellation of the Twins and moving through the Twins until July 24th.
Okay.
Yeah.
And will you be doing a retreat ever?
Yes.
Yes,
We have done them in the past. It's been a while. We probably will again. We're just trying to figure out where.
Trying to figure out where.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you guys have places that you're just like, oh my God, we want you to do it here.
Let us know.
Well, I don't know what, I mean, maybe it's because of my name, but Faywood sounded like an interesting place. You've done it before, but I don't know. Maybe you want to go somewhere new. I've never been there. Sounds like a great.
Faywood is fabulous, but it has some limitations.
Okay.
Yeah, not a lot of places for people to stay, and unless you're into camping, so we've had challenges around that before.
Okay.
So we're looking at maybe a place where everybody can stay easily and
Right.
get nice sky and be in kind of sacred land, because Faywood definitely is sacred land.
Yeah.
It's got that going for it.
Why?
Can I add just a quick piece, Faye, to your question about when is it going to be with the Gemini twins? Well, actually, when it's opposite Pluto on, what was it, the 21st of July, when it's opposite Pluto, if I have that right, it'll be right with Castor and Pollux, too. So I know that because my ascendant is Pollux, basically. It's at 22 degrees Cancer. And
Okay.
so just a little thing.
Yeah, so the first star of the Twins is around 3 Cancer. So about 3 days after it goes into Cancer, it will be in the constellation of the Twins.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We love your enthusiasm. Thank you all so much for showing up. And yeah. And Manisha's saying, come to Ashland, Oregon. So yeah, we'll have to talk about that. And then the other thing I wanted to say, I don't know if Kent's still on, but I think he came in late, so he didn't get a Venus buddy. But maybe there's a way for people to connect. Like if you want to talk, if there's anybody specific you want to talk to, you can connect on Facebook. And I wonder if we should give everybody's email address to everybody so that if they want to connect by email, they could do that. So
that's a really interesting question. I mean, in this whole group, there's what, like 80 or something in the whole group?
66, I think, or something like that. Yeah. So maybe we need to send out an email and tell people if they want, if they don't mind their email address being passed to the group, then we'll put them on that list. And then that way we won't.
I could do an Entreport thing, Kaylin. If Peter didn't want to do something, we could capture emails. We could do that.
Okay. Yeah.
So people want to be on the list. And then, and also if everybody is on Facebook, if you don't have a buddy yet, feel free, just reach out. If you like someone and you're like, I would really like to connect with you, you talk today, this is a good time to have a buddy.
Yeah. Through the underworld, great time to have a buddy. Yeah. So.
We love that. Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome.
Okay.
So I think we're complete because we're way past our time, but it's been absolutely spectacularly fabulous. Love you all so much. We'll look forward to connecting with you sometime in the underworld when we, June 21st or 7th or whatever I said, I can't remember now. But we'll be sending an email out about that. And then, and we hope to see you in the Evening Star Ascent journey. It's a pretty fabulous journey also.
Yes. So we love you, and we're so excited to be doing this with you all together.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Great night.
Bye.
Bye.